Hello, everyone. You might be wondering what gold has been doing for the past 6 months, 7 months, 1 year. Gold has been bullish, very, very bullish. Last month, people were expecting the beginning of this year to for us to have a retracement on gold, and then we can now say we are looking for more buy to the upside. But gold has just been pushing up and pushing up and pushing up and pushing up, which is why this week we have to just trade with what we see and not what we feel. Last week, we can see that the bullish candle was so strong. Like, can you imagine this bullishness? So strong. And to the end of the week, you could hardly see sellers trying to make a move. Sellers could hardly make a move till the end of last week. So it means that if you bought from the beginning of last week, you would have closed the end of the week with so much profit. Let me even check. Let me check. It's it's over close to 4,000 pips, close to 4,000 pips. But that's just it, by the way. Let's see what we can expect this week. This week, just looking at the candlestick, we can see that gold is planning to do something. Number one, I'm seeing this strong bullishness as a form of um, as a form of manipulation. No, not really manipulation, just like market is trying to deceive a lot of people to start buying. So exactly just like the beginning of last week now, you can't expect to see I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but you can't expect to see the same thing to happen. Just because some people have the mind that okay, it happened last week, then let me do the same thing this week. 2 weeks ago, market opened same way, just kept pushing up. 3 weeks ago, market opened straight up, kept pushing up. So we can say that 3 consecutive weeks, market did not even do any bit of retracement. It just opened and then it started pushing up. So this week, some people will also position themselves in a way that once market opens, then they will just start pushing up with gold, which might not be the case. Market has done this 3 times, so I'm expecting, even if we are going to get that kind of decisive move to the upside to maybe 5,000, I'm expecting a drop. I'm expecting a drop before we can even now continue any bullish movement. I'm expecting a drop on gold this week. Is it possible for gold to close as a green candle? Yes, but I'm not expecting this strong bullishness again. I'm expecting a little push to the upside and then we drop down to the downside based on weekly. Now let's check daily to see what daily is printing. So on daily, our breakout is still to the upside. So ideally, we should be expecting more bullishness to the upside. Let's check 4 hours. 4 hours, no form of retracement. On 4 hours, we're also having a breakout to the upside, which means if at all we'll be getting a push to the downside, there's still a possible move to the upside. There's still a possible move to the upside, which is why 4 hours is giving us something like this. 4 hours is giving us something like this. If we get a push up, we can get a retracement back to this resistance acting as support. We can even come lower. Then from here, I still expect some push up to the upside. Do you understand? But the only thing that will make gold go very, 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 very bullish this week is if we get a close below this low. If you can get a close below this low and we get this retracement, we're expecting to sell gold to the downside. So if you are going to see this kind of move, don't be shocked because it's something very, very possible. A lot of people are putting their money on gold and they expect gold to keep buying. Let me bust your brain. Last year, since January, gold kept buying till the end of the year. And some people would have positioned themselves again for that kind of movement this year that, okay, I'll be buying from January and I will be closing my trade in December. That might not be the case this year because there are a lot of fundamentals coming out on gold that is making gold move in a particular way. So anything can happen. On Monday, if the market opens and we see a slight retracement, the market closes below this 4 hours low, I will be bearish for the week. But if the market keeps pushing up and we don't get any form of retracement, we just keep pushing up, keep pushing, then it means gold is still going to be buying for this week. But another thing is this is the last week in January, and anything can happen. Anything can happen. This is going to be like another manipulative week for gold. So just be careful with whatever you are doing on gold. Don't trade what you cannot afford. Don't invest what you cannot afford to lose. and don't add to a losing position. Follow your strict your trading plan, and you'll be surprised at your growth. That'll be all for this week. And during the week, I will come up with something to update us on the next move on gold. Have a nice day. See you during the week.